Sojourners of Truth, 144 Chosen of the Chosen Few. You all know who you are. This is a live. I'm live from the Rustic Mountains at Rustic Mountains Living with Barefoot Lady. She's not here right now. Was supposed to come really, really early in the day, but since I'm sitting here with this amazing view, looking straight through the mountains to the ocean, I'm just going to share that with you. So let me turn it around. I'm literally at her gate. And if you look through, these are her houses. These are her houses, where the cottages or whatever you want to call them, the lofts, for her retreats. And just through the mountains, I'm looking straight across to the ocean. So there's a beautiful view. It even looks better in person because you can see a lighter blue. There's like a darker blue here. And then beyond that, there's a lighter blue hue of blue in the ocean. So I'm here at the gate of Rustic Mountain Living. This is one of the main areas, but the top came off with the hurricane. And these are her cottages. Peace, love, and light. Greetings. It's 555. All right. 555. Change, change, change. So I'm here at this amazing view. This is her gate. Um, and this is the mountain view. Like it's amazing. So I'm just literally in my car. I'm gonna roll down the window so you get a little fresher view. Like all of that is mountain, and deep down there is a river, right? And that's some of the bath houses. That's the open kitchen. So I'm just here sharing this meds with you live here from Rustic Mountain View. So with that said, let me turn it around. Just oops, I beat my horn. I didn't mean to beep. I didn't mean to beep while I'm at people's place, right? That's so rude. But I did call and let her know I was here, and I'm just sitting here holding the meds at this space while I think of my next move, because this is a journey. Me traveling, we're on the traveling mode. We've left Negril, but I'm told that I may have to go back again because of finding the materials to get to this family that we're helping has been very, very difficult. It was almost easier. The thing that I thought was going to be the most difficult was the easiest, which was to find business, a hardware store that is willing to take the funds that we have, that we've been collecting through donations here, mainly through YouTube. Most of my donations have come through YouTube, and I thank all of you so much. And I thought that was going to be the hardest part, was finding a person in Jamaica that was going to take what we have and then give credit for them to get all the rest of their materials that they need while we continue to collect donations, and those monies go directly to the business. I thought that was going to be the hardest. Turns out that was actually the easiest. The hardest part is getting a driver, getting drivers to go to that area, because she is about maybe 40 minutes away from where the location is. And it's not 40 minutes on a highway like how we have. This is 40 minutes of long, windy up and down dirt roads, many potholes in the roads. It's like a 40-minute drive that can turn into about because of the roads. So not many people are willing. And then the drivers, this is to update you on what is happening in Jamaica at this stage. There's still a lot of damage from Melissa. As you drive around, you can see there's still a lot of damage, like the place that I just showed you here. People are building back. A lot of them are really literally rebuilding or building back the unstable homes as they were. They're putting back boards because that's all people can afford right now. Um, this is where it would come in handy if the businesses can give what the people need at this particular level, right? At first, in the first phase, when it just happened, I was saying, yeah, just give people some wood, some zinc, anything that they can just have a covering over themselves. But at this phase and stage, it is time to have something permanent. If you're building back something permanent, it should be bricks. It should be bricks with proper wiring in it, the proper steels in between the bars, because not everybody builds the same. And a lot of Jamaicans here, they like to cut corners. So even the builders, they will build without tying in the steel and making it. Those are the houses that really got blown over. If they were cement, I could already tell that they were not built properly. The houses that are built properly are stable. I'm talking about cement. So we're at the stage now where we're getting some bricks. The person that we're helping, when I came there and I assessed the situation, you can see that they need a strong foundation on the ground. So they need some bricks to build a strong floor foundation, and then they can build around that. In the meantime, what we can give them, you're going to put up like boards around the end, around the wall, until we can get more funds to help put bricks on the outside. Now, on the inside, it's okay to put what they call it, plywood or boards or concrete plywoods. That's on the interior. But on the exterior, you need the solid concrete, with the steel tying them in. So this is why I'm asking for the continued help. And this is what I'm sitting here holding a meds on what is it that I need to do right now, because we're stuck with materials we paid for, but no one to get it to them. So we're going to have to use some of the donation money to pay, not just for materials, but to pay a driver to get there. So, um, yeah, I share that with you all. And I don't know, give me your thoughts, give me your ideas, because I'm sitting here in a moment of you see, I'm looking through the mountains. I'm looking at the waters. I'm looking at, turn it down. I'm looking at unlimited possibilities right now and unlimited potential as I look through the sky. And, oh, look at the smoke settling in the mountains. Let me see if I can give you all that view. That's the clouds passing through. That's to show you how high up we are. Those are some clouds passing through the mountains. Look at that little cloud. Isn't that cute? So the thought is, do I camp here in front of this gate? Because I'm pretty much tucked away from everything else. There's no neighborhood. Like, we had to go on this long stretch road to get here, to Rustic Mountain. So I was thinking to just pause here and think about, do I need to go back to Negril? Because they're suggesting that I find, and this is where people don't really have the faith. The faith was to come here mainly and find someone who was willing to give credit. This is where they were willing to give credit. Now they're saying that because we can't get it moving, some people are saying to just take back the money and find a hardware store that is closer to them and pay them the funds. And what I'm letting them know is, because of the deal that we got through this man, because of the favor, because of the blessing, however you want to look at it, when we take the money over there, we're not going to get the amount of materials that we got from this person who is willing to give credit and allow the donations to keep coming in to support the remainder of the balance, because we have a balance with him, but he gave us what we needed to start the foundation. So this is what I'm asking your thoughts while I'm here live, while I'm sitting here looking at the waters through the mountains. What is the next move? And this is just how I let spirit guide me a lot of the times, of turning back. It's either I move on forward, turn around and get this man to return the money on the card and go to another place, which I will still have to drive over to. This is some of the challenges in Jamaica. This is why a lot of people pull out their hair, can't get things done. Even while we're here assisting and helping someone, it is very difficult. Um, and just realizing while I'm here, while there's no rush to go to where I'm going to, where my family is because there's nowhere for me to stay any longer. First time I'm coming to Jamaica and do not have my family's house to stay in that I usually stay in. So there's something where I feel like spirit is just not letting me get over to that side of the town. So I'm really listening to the ancestors, letting them guide me through the hills, through the mountains, through the roads of what to do while I'm here to help and with a few days left and counting to leave. But for the most part, with all of you all help and continued support, we can get a lot more done if we can get some more donations in and we can pay some drivers to get the materials to them. But it's all a learning lesson. Like everything here, I'm listening to the energy, I'm listening to the spirit. There's multiple things happening at once. This is not just about helping a person. Like I said, it's not charity, but it's what you do and how you allow the energies to guide you in what you do. And do you let others deter the mission? Because a lot of people are wanting to say, well, this is reality. Like, I know you came here to do this, but this is the reality. So you may need to take that money and bring it to somewhere else. But that's taken off of the mission of what spirit was sending us here for, was guiding me to find an outlet, because this is how we find an open window in these lands where everything is tight and people don't want to do things different. They don't want to take a revolutionary step, which is like what you showed earlier, Clay, with the 555. Change, change, change. It is time for adaptability. It is time for radical change. And a lot of people are not ready for that radical change, right? Can they return the money? I think you go somewhere else. Okay, so you think I should go somewhere else. If they can return the money, then maybe that's something we can do. The question is, will we find a place that is willing to be backed by humanity, because we're opening the channels of that business to have that business trust what we come with, to have that business trust that the funds that are coming in, I'm bringing it straight to them. Everything is being built on trust. This is real root chakra work. I have to trust who I'm dealing with. The family that I'm helping has to trust, how I can help, and trust that there is a business that's willing to help get these supplies to them. The retailer has to trust that I'm going to pay. The retailers have to trust, um, not only that I'm going to pay, they have to trust that there are donations coming in. You, the donators, the ones who are giving donations, have to trust that what you're sending is going to the cause that it is sent for, right? Because we have a lot of these, this is why people don't want to give. We have a lot of charities. We have a lot of, food for the poor. Send it to this Jamaica charity. I don't give to any charities because I already know they have hidden agendas. What they tell you they're putting their money in is not what they're putting their money in. They will take a portion of it and put towards it, and they will take a chunk out of it and put towards what they really want to do. Whether it's paying for their vacation home, whether it's whatever it is something personal for them. So I don't do these charities. So if it's not a boots on the ground type of thing like what I'm doing, um yeah, I don't give in that way. And so what I'm doing, this is definitely bigger than just, oh, let's give to someone. It's the action step. It's basically like a ritual, right? A ritual is a bridge from the invisible to the visible. A ritual is the practical application that is happening, that you are doing, that is bringing forth the energy that is needed, the unseen into the seen. And when you do the practical activity, you bring with faith everything from the unknown and the unseen into the seen and into the known. That's what this is about. If I could put this very specifically, it's not just to help somebody, but it's utilizing the avenues of being able to help someone, which is good, right? Which is in truth and integrity, using it with integrity, being able to help someone and utilize that act of helping to open the windows, open the corridors, open the blocked spaces in this land to those who are willing to open their hearts, heart expansion, into doing something not conventionally done. right? When we do things that are radical changes, this is that Oya energy, this is that Uranus energy that is allowing them to open these pathways, open the channels, right? No one's going to open it for you. If we don't make the move, if we don't take the faith steps, no one's going to open the channel. So this act, this activity, right, is giving us an action step to solidify, to bring the invisible to the visible, which is trust. That's what this is all about. This is building trust. Trust is the number one tool that is going to help you through your root chakra issues. The root chakra is blocked because of lack and limitations and fears, because of what you feel like you lack in. And so the root, when it's triggered, when it's hit like that, it's based on survival needs, how to survive. And so we're getting out of that survival needs, survival mode, to we're getting out of that by utilizing trust. Trust is a tool that gets you out of feeling like, oh my God, if I don't have this, or if we don't have money to pay for this, how are we going to get this done? These concerns are not trust. The question is, do you trust your abundance? And that is the practical application that I am exemplifying. Yes, it's unheard of. Like I told you, I hear it from Jamaicans over there in America and Jamaicans here. It's unheard of. They're always saying no one's going to do that. No one's going to give you anything on credit. And look, I came here and I was able to find a person who was willing to do it on credit. The problem is the drivers, the delivery men do not want to do it on the credit. He wants to do a delivery for free, but the drivers that he has to ask to do things for him, even though he's probably telling them it's for a worthy cause to help a family who doesn't have a home, them the business. They don't care. They want this. They want this and that's it. All right, it seems like you're inclined. Let me see. It seems like you're inclined to stick with this hardware. And I say go with your intuition. Ashe. Because I feel like go with who is going to work with you. Now, the other place, I don't know if they're not going to work with me. I didn't get a chance to go there. Right? And maybe that was something I could have done while I was there in the area for these past couple of days, lay waiting on the delivery because I thought the delivery was coming. You know, when he said the next day, I was like, okay, maybe in 2 days they'll get it there, because I know Jamaica's next day may mean another day. But I didn't expect 3 days and nothing. And so now I'm at the precipice. Now it's time to go. I don't have time to find out about that other place. So now it's like I have to stick with this place. Plus, I don't know if he's going to take the money back. I don't know their return policy. So, yes, I'd rather stick with my intuition of him being able to help and go through it like that. All right, so let me see. We are hearing the other device over what you're saying. Okay, my apologies. I'm in the car with my daughter. So, can you still hear it now? Let me know if you hear any distraction in the background so I can tell her that. Turn it down. Um, so yes, this is all a faith step. This is expanding the heart chakra. This is going through the crown. This is why I said with that last full moon, we were working with the solar plexus and the heart. Those two were working tightly together to open the pathways into your crown, which is total connectivity, right? It is the solar plexus is knowing who you are, walking in my soul sovereignty, walking in my authentic authority of saying, this is what I came here to do. This is what spirit guided me to do. This is what it was showing me. Some of it may have changed because we're not in the emergency mode of just getting wood and sticks and board. We are now in the phase of it's time to build something substantial if you're going to support yourself now. So now there needs to be brick. And I understand that change. Also, knowing that what was highlighted is that there must be the real change is a change in the people and how they integrate with each other. And that by us doing this and opening the door of faith, I found one, so that means there is another one because it takes one candle to light the next and the next and the next. So I'm here opening those channels, literally, not waiting on somebody to do it for me, but opening the channels. And then the next step is, now that we found someone that's willing to give on credit and allowing these donations to come in, that means they're willing to wait. Patience is another key. They're willing to wait on that money to come in. And the next step is building a network, meaning we have a green book. For those of you in America who remember the green book from back in civil rights days, where you had to know where to go and who you can go to, it's kind of like that. As we switch into this next phase of 5D, it's next level of the light colonies coming online, and those who can access the light colonies would be people like us who are moving in faith. We are the ones who will be able to orchestrate and navigate, through the thick of it, to go from one light colony to the next, to build a network with those of us who are lighthouses in the light colonies that can help one another. And there's a language that only some of us will know. There's a certain tone, there's a certain energy, there's a certain momentum that we're going with. And so this is one of those that we're opening those pathways, right? And so we'll be connected, and we'll be able to say, hey, this is our green book. This is who you go to. We know who to go to. We know who to work with. We know who to send people to, and people are going to know who to come to when they start to find the lighthouses, right? And the lighthouses will lead them to the light colonies. So this network is basically building a colony, a light colony, right? It's not for everybody, but for those who have eyes to see, ears to hear, for those who have the rain, for those who have faith, for those who have inner sight, right? We will be having interstellar connections. And so it starts in things like this and what we're doing. So again, this is not something just simple like, oh, let's just go help these people. There's a reason why the divine, the energies are guiding me in this way, and to stick to it, to stand by the truth. So as I sit here looking, like I may just be camping here tonight. This is how it is. I'm in the hills. I'm in the thick of it. I'm literally at the gate of Rustic Mountain, who I was invited to come, but to come earlier. But the whole day, Jamaica, like Negril just took my whole day in making sure that I can get these materials to this person. Um, so I'm asking you all, whoever this comes across, please, if you can give, donate, you can Zelle the donations to me. You can match my 50, as I've been saying. Match my 50 is just that. I'm putting in 50, match my 50. Or you can just put in a 20 or a 10, whatever you can give. But I'm really asking for match my 50 to accelerate this pace of the donations. And thank you for those of you who already gave 50. I'm very grateful for those who gave 50 or 30 or whatever you could give. Um, this is going to be like an ongoing thing for the next couple of weeks, I would say. Um, the builders would like to go in and build it right away, and they're in 3D time. The people that I'm helping, they're more of 3D. The girl, the family that I'm helping, I could see that there's something new that she is on the horizon of, but she doesn't quite know it yet. But there's a reason why certain people get linked to me. So I know that there's something opening up for her. So she's like in 3D, but finding the bridge to 5D. This particular work is her bridge. Her getting this home is her bridge, because she's even more curious right now about what it is that I do, just by bringing in the donations to her and wanting to be a part of the retreat. So even after this, I am asking you all for donations to sponsor her for this retreat so she can really cross that bridge into 5D, so she can find her way into this next timeline that's opening up for her. So it's something that is opening up. I just got goosebumps. It's something that's opening up for her, for all of us who are bearing witness to this, even the business person who is putting their faith in giving credit and seeing what it is that I do and how the donations are going to come through. When they see us moving our currency, our energy in motion, our energy in motion is our true currency. When he sees this currency coming from the cosmic sea of our one mind consciousness, it expands their vision on what really is here and true. So it is expanding, it is opening channels. Like there is more to this than just helping someone. In the help, we expand the view and the scope of consciousness. We expand the heart expansion within this 6 month window of third eye atlas, the cosmic messenger that is opening up things for a lot of us in the earth, in our consciousness, that is our mind, that is the earth, physically in the earth as well. There are so many things opening up. So this particular act, please, I invite you all, if this pulls on your heart, I invite you to do something, to play your part, because when you do something, remember the physical activity is the practical application. It is the ritual itself that is the bridge for us manifesting. And for those who do give, especially if you can give the 50, because you're giving what is being asked in intentions and you're setting that intentions. And when you do so, without fret, without worry, without fear, when you do it with faith in the roots of abundance that we already have it, you're not looking at what you don't have while you're giving. You're looking at just giving to the cause, to the purpose. And when you do that, watch and see if it does not multiply for you, right? Whatever it is that you're asking for. And when you give, I'm going to say this for those of you who do give, especially if you match the 50, set an intention when you match that 50. Set an intention in the universe of what you would like for this family, and set an intention of what you would like for yourself, so that you're sending that energy out to the family, and you are calling for reciprocity, receptive energy onto yourself. Ashe. So it's getting darker. I haven't had anyone respond, and I'm listening to the night. And we may just be camped right here. I'm figuring it out. So I'm looking at this last bit of the sunset. You probably can't see it now. Yep, that's the last bit of light. And looking through the mountains and the waters and the sky. And I'm gonna get my meditation on what is. So whoever this is for, let it resonate wherever it resonates. Let it marinate wherever it marinates. And this is just before the new moon. Tomorrow begins the new moon, I believe. Or is it today? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tomorrow begins the new moon. So tomorrow will be on our crown chakra. So it would be a crown throat day for those who are into the chakra infusions. So this, whatever you can give, like I said, set your intention, especially if it's the 50, because you're really setting the intention of what is being asked for intentionally. Um, we are coders. Yes, we are. Timekeeping and parallel patterns. Ooh, I'm loving all of your words. Thank you, the genius. I think it's Aubrey, if I'm saying that right. Parallel patterns. There are parallel patterns. You're gonna have me using that word now. Patterns that are parallel, yes. And we are the timekeepers that are keeping time. So all of this is setting time in motion. I know you see what I'm saying if you're saying that. So doing what we do is setting time in motion. Thank you for that. When you give, we're alternating, we're altering the scope of things. You're opening another paradigm. paradigm. And so it is opening that time. We're putting time in motion. We're shifting time just by what we give and open and unlock, because it's not about this. It's about what we do with this and how we give in this light, right? Without fear, right? And so this practical application is going to help open this doors, not just here, but where you are too, opening channels where you are. But this is definitely a ripe time to open these channels here. This is post Melissa, post Hurricane Melissa. And so this is bringing out the faith in many. Jamaica has had a big cleansing of the foolishness that has been taking place. And right now is for a lot of us to pull together and create the network, because this is going to be a leading cause in the future, by the people, for the people, backed by humanity. That's why we're really doing this, to show that we are the one that make the moves, that shift time and space in this time space reality, right? We should connect on deeper esoteric levels. Yes. Yes, definitely. Email me, akilatextry@gmail.com. Email me. I would love to connect on deeper levels. We actually have a retreat coming up here in Jamaica. That's another part of why I'm here. And I've been getting land codes and earth codes while I'm here, because we're decoding, right? We as light beings, as our auric fields exchange energy, we're coding. All right, we're decoding, we're transcoding. There's a lot happening. So the next retreat, the retreat coming up physically, is going to be here in March. So I'm inviting those of you who are ready for that next level, and this is a good one. You're going to be doing it during the time of the full moon in Virgo. In March, that closes out that 6 month window that we've been in with Third Eye Atlas. We are going to really be expanding from the throat chakra season, entering into the third eye chakra season. So there's a spiritual maturation. So much is going to be happening around that time, right? Between now and then, the convergence is happening, right? Saturn and Neptune are going to have their big major cosmic conjunction in February. So there's a lot that's happening between now and then. And so the retreat, those who do make that retreat, it is going to be life altering, changing. I can tell that right now. And so there's one where we're going to be in place. There's one where we can be, or there's one that's going to be where we're mobile and we're moving around, right? So, which is where I'm at now. I'm in one of the locations where we can have a possible retreat here. Ashe. So, let me see. Spiritual GPS, ancient navigator. Ooh, what they say? I'm loving your words. I am a spiritual GPS. That's how I get around. Like, they like, girl, you found this mountain. She was amazed to see that I literally just came up here and found this mountain. I'm like, yeah, I'm a human GPS. I use the GPS, but I also follow my ancestors, because the GPS only take you but so far. And you got to rely on the land codes to take you the rest of the way. Ancient navigator, yep. Connecting the dots. Ashe. I had something called connecting the dots before. There was something I wanted to do where we work with the children and we called it connecting the dots. And we're putting all the pieces together. And that's what we're all doing. We're all a dot. And when we connect, we are connecting the dots, which creates a line, a lineage, a line, a network in time, as we are timekeepers in time. I know you get what I'm saying. I know you get it. I'm loving this conversation already. So I know when we meet, when we talk, when we speak, open that throat chakra. As we're in a throat chakra season, we are going to be unlocking and decoding some codes, because I can already see it. Spiritual GPS, yes. Ancient navigator, yes. I'm navigating through this. So thank you. Thank you so much. The genius, Aubrey the genius, loving your energy. Loving your energy, Clay, who is here with us. And I'm gonna close out there as it's getting darker. I'm going to be still, peace be still, and see what this next step is. Peace, love, and light.